Shalom, peace be on you, loved people across the world. One of the shortest ways that I believe, both spiritual and physical, has a lot of impact, which can easily make and unmake your life, is what we call love. Love is one of the shortest ways with 4 letters. But I can assure you that this kind of way called the love can easily make and unmake your life. In this video, by the grace of God, I will bring it to your doorsteps what is I have entitled The Reality of Love. As I said earlier, love is one of the commonest but shortest ways with 4 letters. And it's so powerful to the extent that it can easily make and unmake your life, depending on how a person sees it and how to operate with it. This video, by the grace of God, I'm going to bring to your notice what I have entitled about love called sympathetic love affection. I generated that kind of love affection from the word sympathy. Sympathy many at times see it as a way of making love, but in actual sense, sympathy is not a way of making love. In the faculty of rate of love, sympathy is not part. Sympathy is a pseudo, it's a false way of showing love. Sympathy has been generated, has been used in many times, specifically on the arena of grieving. Normally, on the funeral calendar, you see this kind of inscription: all friends and sympathizers are cordially invited. Why? Because grieving is a situation which many people don't like. It's a time that people can come and be with you, but in fact, it is not a point where you show love. Because these people come for a time, and when a time passes, they leave you. I believe in the English language that one of the words that can be used to replace, or synonymous word to replace the word sympathy, is to pity. Love shouldn't be pitied, but so many people show love out of pity. So many people are in relationships, even some people have married, but their way of contracting their relationship and marriage were based on what I entitled sympathetic love affection. Sympathetic love affection comes at the point of situational means. Love shouldn't be conditional. That is why in the scriptures, the Bible says something very prophetic. And that is why I come your way, not necessarily by any man, but the man that carried the presence of God. Love, whenever it is bred on the platform of sympathy, it will never yield establishment. It becomes at the point of settlement. Settlement and establishment are not the same. You can settle, but you cannot be established. So many people are in a relationship, they end up what we call broken hearts. Why? Because so many artists draw the word love with the image of the heart. It is true. Issues of the heart brings about love. The Bible says something. It says, guide your heart, for the issues of life flow through it. That is why love can only be generated from the heart. Whenever love is being generated from the mind, it becomes corruptible. Why am I saying so? In the school of science, there's a school of thought who reveal that our mental faculty has the point called neurotransmitter, specifically serotonin. That's the point of the mind or the brain where emotions are derived. So whenever you base your argument on love with your mind, what happens is that you deal with love with emotions. But love goes beyond emotions. Another type of love that I want to bring to notice to help you and I, that you may enter into a relationship, even if you are in a relationship that it seems to be that it is on the rock. Beloved, don't lose focus, don't lose hope. God has a way to bring you to the perfect end, a perfect arena to will help you to be able to feel relaxed and continue a journey of love. Compassionate love affection is from word companion. I believe that companion comes from God. Therefore, the originator of companion is God. That will feel compassionate. In fact, any relationship that is bred on the platform of companion has the type of God's love, agape. Listen very carefully. In the book of the Bible, specifically in the 2nd Samuel, David told one of his best friends, Jonathan, that it seems to me that the way you love me is the love of a man and a woman. It tells you how these people were connected. David and Joshua were connected on the platform of compassionate love affection. And that kind of love is a love between a man and a woman. So compassionate love is when you have a heart of sacrifice. That is what you and I need to base our argument on. But unfortunately, the enemy, the lavishness of this world, is taking away the compassionate state of love and establish itself in the arena we call the sympathetic love affection. It's all about you positioning yourself to know the keys, because life that we live is about keys and lights. When you have light, you will see, you won't stumble. And the same, when you have keys, you will never enter into any door whilst knocking, because key give you access to open for ownership. So this video about compassion is giving you the keys to be able to establish, not to settle in love. Settlement is temporary, but establishment is permanent. We love to become permanent. We don't love to become temporary. That is why you will never see yourself to be a selfish person in a relationship, whether in marital or friendly. So many people's hearts are bent. So many hearts have been depressed, not because of anything. Some people are even in a psychiatric unit hospital. Why? Because certain kind of people came into their life. They didn't know how to hold these people. They didn't know how to even defend these people. They didn't have to live their life with these people. But later on, they end up in this what is an offensive way. That is why you and I need to know all these keys to help us to be able to establish and live for one another. Compassionate love affection is the agape type of love, the love of God. No wonder God first originally intended about marriage is a companion. That is why in the school of thought, the foundation of marriage is not love, but the foundation of love is companion. Companion is a translated word called friendship. So there can never be any relationship without friendship. That is why you can never meet a woman for the first time and fall out for the person. Anytime you see a man or you see a woman and you feel something for the person, it's called like. Certain that you see attracted you, but love goes by experience. To become experience about somebody or something, you need to generate what they call friendship. You need to develop a strong taste for the thing, and generating strong taste for the thing, there might be a movement. That movement I'm talking about is called friendship. They can be platonic, they can be erotic, they can be so many things, but I'm basing my argument on the rate of love, and that is called the compassionate love affection. When you live with that kind of love, you cannot be disappointed, because it is bred on the plan of sacrifice. What is sacrifice? Sacrifice is given to you, loving your neighbor as yourself, putting yourself into the shoe of your fellow. Whenever the person is in crisis, you feel for the person. Jesus said, when I was at the prison, you didn't visit me. When I was on a hospital bed, you didn't visit me. You didn't show care to me. And Pharisee people told Jesus, but when was the last time that you felt sick, that we didn't visit you? Jesus said, once you didn't do it for your neighbor, you didn't do it for me. This video is not only for preaching, but to motivate you, to inspire you. Then you got to know that love is not about condition. Love is not about enter for something. So many people enter to relationship for a certain agenda, selfish agenda within themselves. That is why you can never hide agenda which is not positive. Any agenda that you hide which is negative will come out. Anytime it comes out, it betrays people's heart and people are affection for you, and you end up between one another. God bless you.